Good evening guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Just a quick start really. I recently noticed my latest collection, you know that I've made these little mini journals. Lily, butterfly and daffodil. Well, they're lovely and I did actually what's the word, make one and keep one for myself, and this is it here. And I just wanted to share because I'm really excited. I love it. I love the size and I love how they've turned out, and I'm going to start working in mine, and I was going to just share with you just when the first thing. This is the first thing I'm going to do, and I thought I'd switch the camera on and give you an idea then of how you can use them. This one I used with the vinyl kind of thing. It was an experiment just to see how it goes, and I kept that one. The other ones are all linen lined. So what I decided to do with this one, first and foremost, I'm going to cover the inside cover with one of these vintage postcards. I'm not quite sure which one yet. But I think I've kind of, in my mind, I've settled for this one because I think it will go with the colours of on what we're going to be doing here. So we'll pop it there for now, and pop it there for now. And once I've done the first little spread, we can confirm it, can't we? So what I thought I would do, I wanted to do a collage, and that's basically what I'm going to be using this one for. And that's the idea of the whole of these little books, is that you can carry them around, you can journal in them, you can put quotes in them, you can collage. I've got lots of ideas, but what I wanted to do, I wanted to work with my collage first and foremost, and I've chosen as a feature piece this little this I fussy cut it out from the latest Daphne's Diary magazine, and I just love it. And they had a little poem all about springtime, and I cut some phrases out. I think it's Nazi from Amity Bloom who actually suggests that of the poem, so I wanted to pop that in, and those, and it says good morning lovely flowers, part of it, yes, the spring is nearly here. And just waking up, having a yawn. I think I'll probably use these. I won't do having a yawn actually. I think it'll be those three. And I want to use this is a little bit of the Daphne's Diary paper. I think I might use as well, and I might pop some lace on it. And I also have decided I've got loads of these paint samples, and so I'm going to be using some of those, and I will be doing tutorials because I'm going to be using quite a few of these ones in my next project, well, the one I'm working on at the moment, which is the lace ones, the giveaway, and the what's the word? Covers notes book set for Amy. So my husband's a painter decorator, and so he gets loads of these, and some they change, and so we've just got loads. And I did, in some of my very early traveller's notebooks actually, I did start to experiment with these because it's really nice to add colour, a little bit of variety to your page. So I'm going to just cut this, use my little cutter, and see the pages that I fancy, the colours that I fancy, because I fancied, it isn't probably going to be too straight, to be fair guys, but you know me, and it's only for me, so it adds a bit of variety. So is that one, and I thought I'd go for, what is that? Because this actually, what's interesting about this daffodil is it's really quite muted, isn't it? It's actually quite a muted colour. So let's have a look to see what greens. Probably that one, do you think? Probably that one. Let's have a look at that. Let's cut that through. Or shall I not bother? Actually, no, I won't bother for now because we're going to, we will be, yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do first and foremost. So let's ink some things up. Let's ink some things up and decide where we're going to pop the bits and pieces. I didn't want too much fuss, really. I did get some more of this lace. I've got some more of this lace out. So shall we? Actually, I've got the wrong glasses on. Change my glasses. So first and foremost, I'm going to keep that text in, I think, and I'm going to use old paper. I love that. Old paper is going to be really nice around all this. In fact, I've just bought a few more, adding to my collection of these little mini ones, these little mini Tim Holtz Distress Inks. They are ever so good, really. I did resist quite a while when I first started. Well, because I didn't know how I was going to go. So I didn't really sort of, what's the word, want to pay too much money out for bits and pieces. My husband treated me first and foremost to my first Tim Holtz bits. Let me just straighten this up off camera. So I don't know how you guys have been. It's been fabulous here today. A really lovely spring day. We spent it down at the beach. There we go. And we got there really early, so we like to get there for breakfast. And then it was just relaxed today because it wasn't warm enough to sort of do the whole sandcastle swimming thing. So we basically just walked and enjoyed being by the sea. That's what we did, and you know, didn't really fuss about taking lots of stuff with us to, you know, and to get changed and all that. So I don't know if I pop that up there. What do you think, guys? Or if I pop it here? Oh, I tell you what, shall we pop that like that, maybe? Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think. Yep, let's do that. Actually, no, let's pop this underneath first. It's upside down, so for any of you guys who would be offended by that, I would look away now. Or shall we do it? I suppose we could do it that way. A little bit of lace on it. And then I can put a bit of lace on the back. Right, let's just do that. And we'll trim it with lace. And so we want to layer it, don't we? We want to layer it. So I'm so loving the size of this little book. I plan to do more. I've got quite a few new fabrics that I want to use over the next few months. Oh, that's my son pretending to be a racing car. Who knew, eh? At the age of 14, nearly 15, you still have that desire. Right, so I'm going to pop that there, and I am going to pop a little bit of lace on as well. Right, because I really like how delicate that is. So I don't know. yeah, I'm going to have it with the, I like the thought of the little bit of text overlapping on the edge there. So let's do that using my trusty old Fabri-Tac. It just does everything, so without any fuss, which is what we like. So yeah, I will probably turn the camera on now and again when I'm working in this, but because this was my first spread and I wanted to do, as soon as I saw these daffodils, there's another big one actually that I've got earmarked for my scripture journal. I want to do a collage on the back, and but this one I thought I could use here. Right, so that's that. Now, I've been doing lots of tea dyeing for my new project. Loads of tea dyeing and tea dyeing lace as well, tea and coffee dyeing lace, so I had it kind of all pinned together with one of these, but let's just put that there for now. Okay, so yeah, let's pop that there and then pop that over the top, I think. Oh yes, let's do that. Yeah, because I've made this in March, it's my first stab at these little mini books, and it's my March project. The daffs are just, well, they're out now, but when I was first working on, do you know what, I'm gonna cut out the middle, man. Doesn't look that brilliant to me, that defined. Am I gonna have to change my mind on that and go for, let's see, I think I'm gonna have to go something darker. Let's go for the trusty gathered twigs. Oh no, and one of the lids is off and I didn't realise. I'm going to go for the trusty gathered twigs, I think, on this one. Because I do want a bit more of a contrast. Brushed corduroy. Actually, that might be quite nice. Let's try that. Let's try some brushed corduroy. Yeah, so delicate. Doesn't really need, sometimes people, what's the word, they reinforce the backs with cardboard. Cardboard, let's put that on there like that. Right, let's do that, and then that will probably, I remember. Okay, so let's pop this on. I should have popped that on first, shouldn't I, while I was faffing about with the inking, because it's on the curve of the, yeah, so I thought just for the front of the book, I wanted it with daffodils because it was March, just as a reminder. When I'm using, actually let's pop that up there so it's really, actually let's turn it round so that the yellow, yeah, so the darker colour I think is contrasting on the yellow there. Let's give that, let's hold that down a bit. Yes, I wanted to do that. I wanted it to the front to be the daffodil, and then I'm going to put, this is a Tim Holtz, some ideology stuff I think I've had for ages. I'm hoping it's got a number one in there actually. Hoping it has got a number one. because I want to put one of those on there, Tim Holtz #1, just to say that it's the first thing that it's the first thing that I've worked on in my book. That's still a little, it's quite a challenge that, isn't it? I'll have that like that. Okay guys, let's see how we go. So yeah, it's Nazi from Amity Bloom. When I first ever saw Daffy's Diary, was on her channel, and she introduced it as a source of inspiration for a lot of her collages, and she will patiently cut out loads and loads of goodies from the magazine and little words as well, and then she pops them on a tray. She pops them on a little tray, well, a pretty little plate, and uses them in her collage and for her journals. And that was a little while ago, and then I decided to, oh look at me with this glue, it's disgusting, isn't it? Sorry guys, a Gluegate moment. So I managed to get hold of the Daphne's Diary magazine for me, as most of you know who follow my channel. That's nice. That's nice. I'm liking how that's looking already. And then I was looking at some old videos the other day, and it reminded me of the actual using text, cutting words out. Like, she loves the word bloom because it really it sort of describes her journey with her channel and everything, which I thought was so lovely. And then so I just thought, you know what, when I went through, I saw the daffodil and I saw the thing about spring being nearly here. I thought, oh, and I was just finishing these and had just chosen this one for me. This doesn't seem to be doing very much, does it? Or is it my imagination? No, it is, but it's a bit too subtle. Oh, that's not good. A bit too subtle, really. Let's go for, it was a good idea. Now, have I done with? Don't want this to be too long, guys. Don't want this to be too long. It's me chatting on. Yeah. And that's the thing when you're working on the hoof. So there you go. It wasn't wide enough. If I see what some people do, which I quite like, is put a like a border. They draw like a double ink border around the text just to make it stand out, and I think that looks really nice. But because it was part of the poem, there wasn't really enough, although I might be able to do it. No. Good morning, lovely flowers. Good morning, lovely flowers. And then what was the other thing I said? So I'm going to put spring is nearly here. In fact, I'd say by now it's arrived, but you know. Spring is nearly here. And then what was the other one? Just waking up. Good morning, lovely flowers. Just waking up. I think I'll pop that next, and then spring is nearly here. And then I don't think, guys, we're going to have time to do the choosing of the postcard on camera. I don't think we have time to do that. Don't think we're going to have time, so I'll do that off camera. I've actually I plan to do a spread about going to the beach today. Yes, so I might do that later today or maybe tomorrow. I picked up your lovely menu at the Urban Reef Cafe where we like to have our breakfast, and I picked one up, and I found a lovely feather on the beach as well that I picked up, and I thought, oh, I'm going to pop that in my book because it's the very first. It's our favourite beach, and it was our very first trip for 2019, and I thought, let's just do that. So here are my Tim Holtz. I like that. I don't know if I might do a bit more to it. I'm not sure. So I'm just very quickly going to have a look for a number 1 amongst all these. Should have done that before, shouldn't I? Should have done that before. Should have done that before. 7. Yeah, looks like here's number 1. Here's number 1, guys. Have I got them all to hand, or shall I just do it with this? So where do I do it? Where do I pop it, guys? Down there? Up here? Up there? I should have had my awl ready. No, it's not going to work. Right, guys, I will actually switch the camera off now because it's going to take ages to do. So what I'm going to do is get my awl, and then I'm going to pop the number 1 on the page. So that's it. That's my first spread in my butterfly book. So I'll turn the camera on again for my beachy one. Take care. Thank you so much. I didn't realise that was glaring like that. That is really awful. Oh lordy, has that been doing that the whole time? Oh, right, okay, never mind. Never mind. We will see you again. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.